This is Ron Schutz again, continuing the discussion of how to prosper in 2022 and beyond. Again, we're talking about problem blindness from the book Upstream by Dan Heath, and I'm introducing a concept that we refer to as ABC. Now, taxes are the largest transaction cost we have, and I wanted to use that as an example here, which I did in the introduction. When you go to your CPA, they're going to record the history of what your taxes were for the prior year. One of the differences between us at Exponent and your CPA is we look at and model the taxes over your lifetime, which can be a shockingly large number. And again, as a reminder of my little visual aid, did you net 60 or 80 out of your 100, or were there some ways you could keep the full 100? So that's what we're trying to accomplish, if at all possible. Now, assets is what our industry focuses on. So when you get a statement, you look at it and go, wow, look at how well I've done. You don't think about the tax bill either embedded in it or that it generated from you, from your decisions. So one of the things we look at in assets is, what do you still owe against those assets? Because when you look at a balance sheet, it says, I have this much that I own, but I owe this much against it. Think of your house if you have a mortgage. And that what the net is mine. The equity in your home is the difference between the market value and what you owe, as an example. So the assets are the focus. How much is a claim against your IRA, which we're seeing generally about $3 million, I'd say, as a typical retiree today as I record this. And one of the things we can model is how long might that $3 million last, at what income withdrawal, and then we monitor how it's going. And it's all built on carefully placing that money, which includes B for benefits. Are there intangible benefits that can be utilized from my assets? In other words, does it take care of some kind of assisted living? And that's the biggest issue that I think most of the people listening to this are going to face at some point in time. Especially the baby boomers right now are starting to see that come into play. And do I have assets that do multiple duty? That is, do they do more than one thing? Do they focus more on just the asset side of the balance sheet? A lot of times it's hard to see the B side of it. And then finally, in cash. How easy is it for me to access the cash for opportunities? We talk about a balance between risk and safe. And risk did very well in 2021. It was very well favored, and I'm going to talk about that in a minute. But having a safe dollars there is so important, and because of 2020, many business owners admitted to me they never understood why we had them allocating some dollars to risk and some to safe until 2020 came along and they could go access the, say, $50 that they needed against $100 total that they might have working. And I'm not recommending a 50-50 split here, it's just using it as a demo. So we try to have that cash available, and we want to have the cash unburdened by taxes or stress as you try to take advantage of some big opportunity that may present itself. And again, whether it's a sandbar or just an opportunity.